This is the plaintiff, David Martin. He says the defendant stole his 2015 Tao Thunder moped, and he was arrested. The defendant damaged his moped. He put over 1,500 miles on it, and he's owed $1,845 because the moped was brand new when he bought it, and the defendant needs to pay for his misdeeds. That's why he's suing him. This is the defendant, Michael Gilbar. He says he bought the moped from a guy the plaintiff sold it to, and he has a bill of sale to prove it. He spent over $600 on the thing, and the plaintiff had no right getting him arrested for theft. And if anyone's owed money today, it's not the plaintiff. He's accused of joyriding right into court. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $600 for upgrades to the moped.
All parties, please raise your right hand.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket. The plaintiff says the defendant stole his moped and actually got arrested. But the defendant says the plaintiff sold him the moped. It's the case of less motorcycle, moped.
Thank you, Douglas. David Martin?
Good morning.
You are suing Michael Gelbar, good morning, sir, for $1,845, a cost to repair a 2015 moped that you say he stole from you, plus the cost to tow it back and forth in order to get it repaired. You are counterclaiming against him the amount you put into the moped because according to you, it's your moped. All right, what is going on?
I never gave him the moped ever. I never met him until once he bummed the cigarette off of me. But one day he showed up with the police and his father bringing the moped back on the back of a
How long ago was that?
at least a year and a half.
And that's how you first met him?
Yes.
Okay, so one day there's a knock at your door and it's the police, it's him, it's his father, and it's your moped that you didn't even know was missing.
Well, I did know it was missing. I called and reported it. And the same day, the police found him with it right in his own front yard.
Okay, and what happened that day?
Well, the police interviewed him, and he basically lied and said somebody sold it to him. And they caught him in a lie. He admitted that he stole it.
What happened then?
One day I was, drunk at nighttime, and I ended up taking the moped, and I actually brought
How
it back.
old are you?
Right now I'm 20.
Okay, go on.
So I ended up bringing it back, right? I was still messed up, and I stopped all that stuff. It was wrong to take it in the first place. But about 2 weeks after that, after I brought it back and he's made no claim on me, no nothing, I ended up buying it off of my bro, Jordan. And
You ended up buying it off of who?
Jordan, one of my friends.
What do you mean? Jordan doesn't own it, it's his.
No, he sold it to Jordan.
No, I did not.
So what happens is, that night, you decide to go ahead and prosecute. So I guess at some
No,
point...
the officer asked me what I want to do. And I said, if he stole it, I want to press charges. That's what I told the officer.
If he stole it, you know he stole it.
Well, yeah, I do,
Okay.
but
Why wasn't he just arrested that night? I don't understand. Did you change your mind about wanting to press charges?
no, I never
It
changed
had
my
to be,
mind.
because there's no other reason for why he's allowed to leave. And then you say, I want to press charge. In any event, a warrant is issued for your arrest. How much later do you get arrested?
Oh, like a month later. It was the
Okay,
31st of
so
October.
your testimony is that in that month, you bought it from your buddy Jordan. Mm-hmm. And did you see a bill of sale from this gentleman to Jordan?
Yes, I did. And the
And
keys.
did you get a bill of sale from Jordan to you?
Yes, I
Where
did.
are both those documents?
They were in the moped, ma'am.
Well, that's unfortunate.
He has them now.
Yeah, do you have any proof
There
of
was
payment to
nothing in
Jordan?
the
Proof of
Just a
payment.
moment, sir.
I
Do you
used
have
to-
any proof of payment to
I
Jordan?
used to have text messages of it, but I don't have them anymore because I made
You
a whole
have
new
Jordan?
account. He's in the hospital right now. He's very sick.
So we can't talk to Jordan. You don't have a bill of sale. You don't have Jordan's bill of sale. You don't have an affidavit from Jordan. So you bought it for $700. You're suing for $1,800.
Yes.
How do you figure?
So moped cost him $700, but he says to repair it, it's $1,800. Does he get the $1,800?
No, he should get the $700 that he was out.
So, but he says to fix it, it's $1,800.
I think possibly he could get some extra damages for his inconveniences.
Well, he wants the money for the repairs.
Yeah.
Does he get the money for beyond $700?
No, not for more than what.
What do you say?
I say most definitely he do. If it wasn't stolen, then it wouldn't have to be repaired for $1,800.
Okay, we'll find out going inside the courtroom.
The damages he did was more than the bike was worth, and plus where I live, they require you to do any kind of motor vehicle repairs off the property. you're not allowed to work on your cars where you live.
Did you have to pay for them to tow it?
Yeah, I had to pay $100 for that.
Do you have proof of that?
Yeah, I sent it to you.
I don't see that.
Oh,
So do you
then
have
I have
it?
a plastic bag in my wheelchair, if you could
Yeah,
get
hold
it
on
out
one
of the back,
second.
please.
Just hold on one second. Maybe let me look harder. Look harder. I got it.
Okay.
When was the last time you rode the moped?
Since it was stolen the first time.
Since it was stolen, you were
Yeah,
riding
so
it
about a
regularly.
year and a half. I bought it to go back and forth to a storage locker that I have in Infield.
Okay.
You know, it was costing me too much money, and I wanted to clear it out, and ever since the moped's been stolen, I
That's a
haven't
hell
been
of a
able
way
to
to
do
clear out a
that.
storage room on a
Well,
moped.
it's the only way I could do it. I couldn't get nobody with a pickup truck or nothing to do it for me.
Hey, you can rent a,
You know,
a,
I don't
a pickup.
have that kind of money, Your Honor.
The 20
I live on
bucks that
SSI,
you bought a $700
$700
moped
a month.
to clear out a storage room instead of paying the $19.99 or U-Haul to. Okay, I
Yeah.
got you.
I
Do
had
you have
one
anything
girl
else?
help
Did
me
she?
one
Who is this
time.
with you?
That's my wife.
That's your wife.
Yes.
Okay. You raised your hand earlier. You were trying to say something. What did you
Yes,
want to
ma'am.
say?
I just want to say I love you. You're awesome. But
It's not going to help, but thank you.
I mean, of course not. But my grandfather and I used to watch you all the time. But
Alrighty.
first of all, there is a little problem with this dispute between them because he hasn't had that moped for over a year and a half.
Who hasn't?
Him.
Him.
So I don't understand how the damages were done if he didn't have the moped this whole time.
Because they were done when he got arrested for this on
but the moped
September
wasn't as
17th.
beat up as it is now. That's the problem.
Everything was on it from the 31st. I put new
He
lights
had
on
it sitting in rain and snow,
All he's
no
got to do
covering.
is prove to me that he bought the moped legitimately. That's all I need.
Yeah, well, if I
this
knew
isn't
that, I would've
hard,
made
and-
sure that
and
he had
he's
that.
in here empty-handed with nothing.
Yeah, I mean, if I knew that he had to bring stuff in,
Well,
honestly.
why wouldn't you think that through? If your defense is, I own it, how could you not bring me
That I
any
understand.
proof
Yeah.
that you own it? This is not like rocket science. Not only that, you have a counterclaim against him for $600 of stuff that you say you put on the moped. Do you have any proof of that?
No. Like I said, everything's been like a year and a half.
Yes.
I have
So
kids.
what?
I have kids. Like I don't even like I haven't worried about this since they annulled it.
Okay. So I have to assess a fair market value to this item based on depreciation from the time that you bought it. You can go ahead and sit
When
down.
he took it, it only had 500 miles on it. It was basically ready for its first oil change, and it was in perfect condition, not a scratch on it.
Okay. As best I can tell, going on the internet, this
Yes.
year, make, and model, whatever, its depreciated value is $500, and that's what I'm going to order the defendant to pay you. $500 plus, of course, your court costs.
What about the towing?
And the $100 tow.
Yeah.
$600
Thank you,
for
Your
the
Honor.
plaintiff. Good luck, folks.
So the judge orders the defendant to give the plaintiff $600 for the moped. You know, you say you watch the people's court. You used to
Yes, yes.
and watch the judge. You would know you need evidence to prove. Why didn't you tell your husband that?
Because he didn't tell me exactly what was going on. And then I had to show up here on TV. So, I mean, honestly, you see the size of that man. I don't think he could ride a moped anyway. So, like,
Well,
so-
I mean, that's
Asking
beside
for
the
money
point.
for
It's his moped, you know.
yeah,
he
I
owns
understand
it.
that fact, but at the same time, the damages weren't because of him. So him having to pay for that is not fair.
Well, how do you feel?
Honestly, I really don't care. Like, what is a moped? I was actually gonna use the money to take care of my kids, not for any selfish needs. Like,
Yeah, pretty much.
like it's whatever. A moped's a moped. At the end of the day, it's not a win or it's not a loss. I'll go home and continue working my ass off and do what I gotta do for my kids. That's it.
All right, go ahead. Good enough. Thank you very much. Okay. All right, Mr. Martin.
Good afternoon.
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
You're better now. You get,
Your name?
You get some. I'm Doug.
Hi, Doug. Pleased to meet you.
That's an interesting question. What are you doing with a moped?
It's sitting in the parking lot, damaged as ever, and I guess I'll have to look for buying another one
No.
because it's so damaged it can't be fixed.
Yeah, but can you ride a moped?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, I have degenerative bone disease,
Right.
and I can't stand for any kind of length of time, but I'm fine sitting.
But you look like a pretty big guy to be on a
Yeah.
little teeny moped.
Well, I didn't weigh as much as I do now back when it was stolen. I have a weight problem that I have doctors taking care of me for.
So what are you going to do with the $500? You going to fix it up or what?
No, I'm going to get a new one and probably sell that one for parts.
All right.
Yep.
Well, thank you very much.
Okay.
On your way.
Pleased to meet you.
Be careful. You must sign a few documents on your way out.
Thank you again.
You're doing pretty good on that, you know. He is, Harvey. Very good.
Long distance as well.
You know, a lot of people wonder about this. The bottom line is this. You have a car that's damaged, you have a motorcycle that's damaged, whatever it is that's damaged, you cannot get more than the value of the item at the time of the loss. If that amount is, say, $700, you can't get a penny more than $700. It's just ridiculous to have to pay more than the item is worth.